don't know if we need all that. And what does your bowels turning watery even feel like? Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to be reading books that I am in the middle of. That's right, I am in the middle of 7 books. 7 books. And 2 of them are on my Kindle, 5 of them are paperback, and these are them. Stolen by Lucy Christopher. I might not read this one in this video because I started this one a few months ago and I haven't picked it up since because I got kind of bored and now I don't remember what happened, and you can tell because I used to annotate, so there's tabs. I don't do that anymore. The Last Days of Lila Goodluck. This is about a girl who gets her fortune told basically by a witch, and she's told next week she will die on Sunday, and we're sort of seeing what happens that week leading up to that Sunday and who she meets along the way. And I am exactly 50% of the way through this book. It's by Kylie Scott. Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I'm about 30% of the way through this book. Again, used to annotate, but these ones look really pretty, so I might keep doing them on this one. So I also might not tackle this book in this video because of the annotating. 6 of Crows by Leah Bardugo. I don't know. I'm barely started on this book, and honestly trying to get into this world has been really difficult for me, which is why I set it down for a few months, so we'll see. One I know I want to get to in this video is ACOTAR, because I only have about 100 pages left in this book. I have another bookmark because I want to record my reaction to the ending, but I am really liking it so far and I want to move on to the next books because I just want to know what happened so badly. So I'm hoping to finish with this one. So far it's not a 5-star read. And then I have 2 on my Kindle. I have Serpent and the Wings of Night. I think that's what that's called. And I have Things We Hide from the Light, which is also on my TBR for this month. So I think I also want to tackle that one. And I read really fast on my Kindle. And then the last book I have, I have 8 books actually, because I have this book is an arc and I need to get it read because I'm already late on reading it. My bad. So I know of 3 that I definitely want to get read, but I only have a few days until I have to start editing this video. So we'll see how far I get. I have a couple hours right now to read, so I think I'm going to start reading the rest of ACOTAR. Since I haven't been vlogging this whole time that I've been reading this, I do want to say I love the world building. I love how immersed we get into the world of ACOTAR. Right now I do like Tamlin. I know I shouldn't. And right now I'm on page 278 and we are learning more from Alice about the blight and sort of what has happened. I can't say much else or else that'll spoil it. Yeah, Farah has learned that she might kind of like it there. Maybe Tamlin isn't that bad. We also just learned what happened to Lucian's eye and his scar and how he got them. And I'm conflicted because I like him, but I don't like him at the same time. I love how witty and funny he is and like how he doesn't care. But like at the same time, he sent like Farah to her dad. But I do feel bad for him. Alice also just revealed that the fact that she herself can tell Farah about this, what is happening in Prynthian, means basically something bad is coming. So I wonder if something bad is coming. Farah's really going for it. She's gonna do the damn thing, even though she's human. Personally, I love badass FMCs, and Farah gives me those vibes, and I know Sarah J Maas is known to be like a writer of very strong female main characters. Okay, I'm on page 301, and she says, "My bowels turned watery. I couldn't help it." And this is like the 3rd time she has said that sentence. My bowels turned watery. Can't you just say your stomach dropped, girl? Like, I don't know if we need all that. And what does your bowels turning watery even feel like? Like, are you nervous? Is that what you're trying to portray to me? Sorry, I might just be picky, but it's given me, I don't want to say the ick, but kind of. I have finally gotten to the riddle part, and I have heard so much about it on TikTok and YouTube, so I'm very excited. I got to the part of the full moon, and I also got to the riddle, and I have no idea what the riddle could be. Not a single thought comes to my mind. So I'm feeling like she's being tricked. I feel like this book is just taking forever, personally. So I'm hoping the ending makes up for it, because I was really hoping to like the ACOTAR series. It's interesting to know already who Feyre ends up with in the first book, because you can see glimpses of her with that person, and you're like, ooh, I wouldn't have known that if I didn't know that. So it's kind of a good thing that Book Talk spoiled parts of this for me, but also I'm still kind of mad. I'm on page 347, and he goes, "But I need an escort for the party. You look just as I hoped you would." And that's nothing compared to what I normally read. For some reason, maybe because I know it's coming, but it just hits different. Page 357, she says, on page 357, she goes, "My own bowels turned watery with fear and shame as he wet himself at the sight of blank." I love the banter in this book, and when he licks away her tears. Are you kidding me? "I love you," I said. "No matter what she says about it, no matter if it's only with my insignificant human heart, even when they burn my body, I'll love you." I finished. I really like this book. I would not give it a 5-star, but I've heard that the other books in the series get better, so I am really excited for that. I love the ending. I love Lucian. I love Tamlin. I love Rysand. Sarah J. Maas definitely knows how to write a good, likable character, even if we're not supposed to like them. Anyways, I'll do a full review in my wrap-up for the month. It's gonna be in May. Look forward to that. I forgot to say what I would rate this book. I would give it like 4.25 stars. It's Monday. I finished ACOTAR yesterday. I really liked it, but today I didn't get a chance to read this morning like I normally like to, so I'm reading, and it's currently 7 p.m., but I'm gonna try to finish a book today, and it's going to be The Last Days of Lila Goodluck by Kylie Scott, and I have about 150 pages left, but I think I can do it if I really put my mind to it, but I also need to edit a video. We got a lot to do. Let's get moving. Let's get going. So far, we know that several of her predictions have come true, and she's kind of freaking out. But she's also met the person that the witch says she's gonna meet. It's on the back of the book, so I can probably tell you. But it's her soulmate, Alistair George Arthur Lennox. He's like a prince, but he's a bastard, I think. Not really sure how that whole situation works. She's been to his house and everything, so I'm liking it. It's a cute little fluffy read. Got my Diet Dr. Pepper, a mini one, because my doctor says I'm drinking too much caffeine. And I'm on page 152, so I'm back. And this is adorable. It says, so she's trying to like check things off her list in case she does die. And Alistair's friend goes, "How about a pretty woman moment? I know a blah 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 blah." And Alistair goes, "Back off, Gail. I'll handle the pretty woman." Also, she's a librarian, and she says, like, anyone actually needs a hobby besides books. Okay, I took a break to eat some taquitos. She calls him Ali, his name's Alistair, and whenever they're in a fight, he won't let her leave until she tells him why she's upset, which I love, to a point. But then she calls him by his full name because she's mad at him. And he goes, "Don't you dare call me by my full name." And she's like, "Why? I thought you didn't like it when I called you Ali." Is this a romance book? I didn't end up finishing this book yesterday because I just honestly wasn't in a super reading mood. I did finish the audiobook though of Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died, and I gave it 4 stars. I did really like that. But today I'm going to try to finish The Last Days of Lila Goodluck. I am on page 192, so I read not even 50 pages yesterday. But I did listen to 2 hours of an audiobook, so I don't know what I expected from this book, but it was definitely not spies. But he goes, "Put your hand down, please." He's dressing her. He's buying her lingerie because he's a prince, so of course he can afford it. But he says, "Put your hand down, please." She does. And then he says, "Thank you. You're such a good girl, Leonin." Sometimes the slow little things are better than a really spicy book. I love my spice though, so. I've never read a billionaire romance before, but now I kind of want to, because I think this kind of counts. and like he just scheduled a mud bath for her, and he's gonna take her and watch her, and he keeps going above and beyond, and I'm falling for it. I like it. Do you guys like billionaire series? Like, I know Lauren Asher's one is really popular. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. Also, excuse my appearance. I kind of started crying for no reason, and so I took all my makeup off. I also went to the store and I got all my groceries, and then he checked me out and I tried to use Apple Pay. Walmart doesn't have Apple Pay, so that's why I was crying, because I couldn't get my groceries, if you cared. Anyways, let's get back to reading. It's 1 p.m. I could really use an energy drink, but you know, Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay. But I have officially less than 100 pages left, and I'm going to try to finish the rest of it in the next, like, 2 hours. We will see. This is so cute. They're so cute. I normally don't like the insta-love trope, and they've known each other for, like, less than a week. And technically they haven't said, like, I love you to each other yet, but it is, like, you know, the vibe. But I'm vibing with this one. I like this one. Maybe Kylie Scott will be a new fave author. I need to see what else she's written. They're doing stuff, and she goes, the sad truth is, in my experience, a toy is generally more reliable than a man. I hate to be harsh, but their friendship has now turned into a fake dating situation, and he is continuing to help her check things off of her wish list, if you will. Now there is 1 day until she's supposed to die, and they go to see her parents, and he dances with her in the rain. It's like a scene from High School Musical, because that's on her wish list. And then her mother, she's like, why do you think you're good enough for my daughter? And then he goes, I don't think that I'm good enough, ma'am. I don't know that anyone could be. That's so cute. I'm thinking now, and I think I said earlier that it was fake dating, but it's fake engagement. That is very important. But I have 2 more things to say. One, I love how charming he is. Maybe because he's a prince, like he has to be charming, he's Prince Charming. Although the witch calls him Prince Not Charming, which I don't think is true. Anyways, the second thing is I love his mom. So the reason he's not technically a prince is because his mom is not royalty, only his dad. His dad is the king. I don't know if that made sense, but I love his mother. She's like very wealthy and stuff, but his dad is in like Scotland or something, and he is in the US in Hollywood. This takes place in Hollywood. I don't know if I said that. The only critique I'm having of this book is the long chapters. The chapters are like 20 to 30 pages. Like, I don't know if this is just me, but I love short chapters. I feel like I read a lot faster. I don't know if that's true. Personal preference. Also, the whole insta-love thing. But I am having a lot of fun. I am enjoying the book. This is not going to be like a 5-star book. You know, I'm not going to be obsessed with the book. I finished The Last Days of Lila Goodluck. I would give it 3.25 stars. I did like it. It was really cute. I didn't like how quickly they wrapped up the ending, which I knew that was coming because we only had like 30 pages left, and the whole what was going to happen to her was not resolved until the last like 30 pages, and then it just happened, and they were like, oh, oh my god, my nose itches. But anyways, love the mom. Did not expect the spice in this book. Did like the spice. So if you're not used to spicy books, go into this one. But I didn't realize it was a romance book. I didn't even see him. I didn't see that right there. I only saw her. That's what I saw. So I didn't know it was a romance, but yes. It's a rom-com. That's what I would describe this as. I don't know what it's actually classified as. But now I think I'm going to finish a short story on my Kindle. I'm back. Ignore my appearance, but I lied. I'm not going to read a short story. I'm actually going to read Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score, and I'm going to read it on my Kindle. And I'm on page 177. It says I have about 7 hours left. So hopefully I will get it done tomorrow. It's Tuesday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. So hopefully I'll get it done Wednesday. Honestly, not giving this book a fair chance so far. I'm going into it expecting it not to like it. We'll see. So far it's like okay. And I'm also going to be taking 2 books off of my, in the middle of reading them, Six of Crows and Stolen, because I don't remember anything about these books and what's happening in these books, so I'm just going to completely restart them. So, restarting. Things We Hide from the Light follows Nash and Lena. It's in the like Knock 'Em Out series, but they're all interconnected standalones, so you don't have to read them in order, but in my opinion you should, which is the only reason I'm reading this book, or I would go straight to the last one. Knox and Naomi, they were okay, but I like how they're in this book so far. It's now Wednesday, and my week is not going great. My car AC does not work, and neither does my apartment AC, and that is why I look like this. So forgive me. I'm a little pissed about it, but I'm gonna try to read for you. So I don't even know where I left off. I will let you know when something happens. On the back of the book, it says the friends do become enemies. So I'm looking forward to that because I love a good enemies back to lovers. Also, I can tell you this because it's on the back of the book. He is like very much the type to settle down and like have a family, and she is very much like independent, wants to be on her own. But then she meets Nash, and then they find this dog together, they start cuddling, blah 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 blah. So we'll see where that lands us. We learn in the first book that Knox and Nash's dad is an addict and he's homeless and such, but his dad comes in and he says to Nash, he says, "I just wish I would have kept trying to look to the light instead of sinking into the dark. A man can learn to live in the dark, but it's no life. Things we hide from the light." There's 6 minutes left in this chapter, and then I'm going to take a nap because I'm so tired. So I don't think I'm finishing this book today, but I might be able to finish it tomorrow. I'm only 40% of the way through. He also calls her Angel and Baby, which I am obsessed with. I love it. I can just imagine small town, like, country boy being like, Angel. That's cringy, but anyways. Honestly, this book is making me really excited for the 3rd book with Lucian and Sloane, because them in this book, it's just like, they're supposed to be like an enemies to lovers. They live next to each other. I'm so excited about it. It is now Saturday. I am 67% of the way through this book. It just reads so slow for me, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. It's taking forever to read. That's why I don't read like rom-coms that are 600 plus pages, 500 plus pages. They're just not for me, and I know that I don't like them. Like, they're not gonna be 5-star reads for me, so why do I read them? Why do I read them? But I read the first book, so I was like, I have to read the rest of the series because I want to read Lucian and Sloane's book. And this book is really making me want to read the 3rd book, so I'm going to read the 3rd book. A little bit of an update. I don't like how Nash low-key like abuses his cop powers towards Lena, and I don't like how all the men in the town just think that the women can't do anything for themselves. They literally pick them up, take them anywhere at any point in time, and it's just like, going into this book, that's not what I wanted. That's more like, give me that in a dark romance. Pick me up, throw me over your shoulder in a dark romance, but not in a steamy rom-com. Like, let me be a bad bitch. Lena is a bad bitch, and Nash just won't let her be that. So I don't know how to feel. So far it's given like 3 stars, but hopefully I will finish this today or tomorrow because I have like 30% left, so it's gonna be a little bit over a week of reading. It is now nighttime on Saturday. I read to about 71% in Things We Hide from the Light, and I don't know where I started today, honestly. I had things to do, so we'll see if I even get this book finished in this video. I'm hoping we can, because I only have like 30% left, so that would really piss me off if I couldn't get it finished, but I guess tomorrow we try again. It's low-key putting me in a reading slump. I did start a new book called like Dark Obsession, I think is what it's called, and I really like that. Anyways, It's officially Monday, and I finally finished this book. I rated it 3.5 stars, and I gave it 2.5 like peppers, as in spicy scale. And I liked it more than the first book, I think. I really liked how all the characters reappeared. I liked the town, like the small town vibes. I think what made this book better for me than the first book was that the reappearance of the characters in the first book, like Waylaid, Knox, Naomi, all the townspeople. But then they also added like a few more characters, like Nolan, who follows Nash around throughout it. So I like that aspect. I really like the ending of this book, although I felt it was somewhat similar to the ending in the last book. But I also really enjoyed seeing Lucian and Sloane in this book, and I'm looking forward to reading their book, which is the next book in the series. Don't remember what it's called. Yeah, if you like romance books, you'll like this book, I think. But I'm just not a huge fan of sweet romance books, especially if they're 600 pages. Sorry, I'm kind of struggling to talk. I'm kind of really tired. I haven't had coffee today. If a book is 600 pages and it's romance, I'm not gonna rate it super high. So that is basically the reason. But you might like this book, 3.5 stars. Yep. With that being said, I read 3 books this week, or finished 3 books this week, and ACOTAR, The Last Days of Lila Goodluck, and Things We Hide from the Light. I think ACOTAR was my favorite one I read, and then Lila and Hide from the Light are probably like tied. I kind of like them like equally. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Alright, thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye.